We're just in February, switching to March, but over 4,000 people have been kidnapped in that duration. Now, I don't know, some of these people, have they been recovered, or some of them just disappear like that, or there are intentions why probably they are being captured out there. So putting about that aside, I have a story again. This one is a bit of political, musical, a little bit of that. Sometimes I call it musical because I think it's a need of attention. And of course, Gravity Omutuju, a singer, dancer, Luga Flow singer out there, of course, has been campaigning and pushing Bobby Wine to donate to part of his land in Busabala to be to actually be a place where a health facility can be constructed. However, the song titled Dobozi Lia Mtuze, in addition to Gravity's ongoing onslaught against Bobby Wine, whom he accused of being a slave to common people, common people's problem. Gravity has recently been pushing Bob Wine to donate part of his vast land in Busawala for the construction of the health facility. If he doesn't care, if he does really care about people, however, days after posting the new song on YouTube, it was taken down on copyright grounds. The song supposedly copied the tune from Bob Wine's 2006 hit song that was Chiwani. Gravity also shared a notification from YouTube showing that someone had reported this song for copyright infringement. And of course, in a social media post, Gravity invited of the opposition leader for being or trying to silence voices against him. And of course, the song that he released recently has been put down. It's no longer on YouTube. And it is even lucky that it's just a song that has been put down from YouTube. What if it was the whole YouTube channel with all the projects that he has out there? But of course, just like the story I did yesterday, a bit relative to this, Pressure 24/7 also being arrested for this social media misuse act, and as well cyber harassment and all that, abusing people on social media. Why would you use social media for influencing bad energy, bad pressure to others? I told people, if there is something you're campaigning for, campaign on good faith, but don't create enmity. Don't create the thing of, I hate that person because he didn't do this. No. Come and prove to people how good you are. But if I am good than Kato, I don't have to be like, you see, for me, I can do this, but Kato can't even do this. No, campaign on your side. Do not go and actually campaign others, so spoil other people's names out there. So sorry for that is a Gravity and all his entire fans out there. But you donate land for your hospital to be put there. Why would you still follow? You did what you wanted Bob Wine actually to do. So it means you challenged him. Why would you again come and probably trigger people into hatred, or maybe bring out some bad image out there? So that is actually Gravity out there. Then if I put that aside, comedian Salvador Patrick also came out and expressed how he does not actually collect his money from Uganda. He said, I don't earn from Ugandan comedy shows. And that is actually a comedian, Patrick Salvador. Comedian Patrick Salvador has revealed that he does not earn a significant income from the comedy shows he performs in Uganda. Salvador explained that he makes his money primarily from endorsements and private shows, especially from corporate events, organizations, by companies. He said, I don't make money from comedy shows in Uganda. I earn through endorsement and a corporate organization by corporate events organized by companies. That is actually what he said. Also added, of course, Salvador also disclosed that he does not pay artists. He does not pay artists who perform in his comedy shows, as many of them do it out there. Wow. And of course, however, he believes that musicians should perform at comedy shows as an addition, rather being the main acts out there. That is actually Salvador out there revealing where his money comes from. It is from these corporate events, organizations, and all that. Wow. And of course, putting that aside, still King Saha, of course, came out and published his prayer. And of course, he prays his enemies could meet death. This one is already, I call this one already negative energy out there. By the way, in case you have a problem with somebody, God does not listen to problems. That actually God does not wish bad for his children. So who are you who would pray for somebody to get a problem or to die because they probably have a problem with you. I've ever asked yourself, the people you have problems with, if you have problems, the same problem with everybody, then at the end of the day, I'm sure you could be the problem, because why would everybody have a problem with you at the end of the day? So if I may read about, that is a King Saha, a musician. King Saha has pleaded with God to eliminate his enemies. And in a prayer that is circulating on social media, King Saha had asking God to end the lives of his enemies, stating that they are only people hindering his success. And of course, he said, "Oh God, I pray to you to take my enemies soon. Please eliminate them so that I can continue enjoying this world. They are bad mouthing me in every interview, claiming that I am an addict. Please, God, take them away." He had that saying in his prayer, of course. And when we follow very well, it should be noted that King Saha's frontline enemy is actually Bebe. So I don't know, is this prayer directed to Bebe, or maybe you have another line of enemies out there? But to my side, this one is already, this prayer, I call it trash. Like, even if I was God, I would not even put it under considerations. I would not even hear it. I would be like, okay, that one is something for some other time. This one is already a bad one out there. For me, I normally tell God, God, keep my enemies alive so that they will witness my greatness, and you will shame the devil that has always pushed their enemy on me. Like, that is the best prayer. Let your enemies stay alive so that they will be ashamed when you become a greater person tomorrow. And when I wrap up, of course, Spice Diana as well over the weekend in an interview in a local television came out and revealed how she has plans of going back to school. And of course, Spice Diana says she has interest in doing courses that are related to humanitarian. Of course, musician Spice Diana has revealed that she is still considering going back to school. The singer explained that she wants to pursue business management. She believes that the knowledge gathered from such a course will help her in music business. And of course, she said, I think I'm going to school, or I'm going back to school. I'll be pursuing business management. It is something I need as a musician. That is what she said. Of course, Spice Diana considered pursuing humanitarian courses. She said the knowledge gathered in such a course would actually help so much in running humanitarian activities. Of course, she also runs a charity home, actually, Spice Diana. And of course, going back to school would be another big achievement for an artist like you. And of course, I also encourage any other artist. Okay, how much you have a talent as an artist, but also going back to school, you see, knowledge is power. When you gather more knowledge, you're gathering more power. So this one is a good one, all the way from our Spice Diana. Anyway, that is what I had for you today on my trend zone. And of course, in case you've been tuned out there, lots of things have been making headlines, lots of them. And of course, I know you must have come across some of this, or in case you didn't come across some of this, there I got them for you. So for now, let me take you through some musical session, then we shall come back on my Knowledge Spotlight. Today on my Knowledge Spotlight, I brought you the funeral of Bob Marley, the late Bob Marley, who passed on